Okay, this is the stairway down to Goblin Valley. Very well designed. And let's scan it one more time. This is Goblin Valley, looking at it from the east side, and we'll scan around here where you'll see the where the tourists come in way across the valley. This is discovered by a farmer, and after many years he finally had it made into a state park, which it is now. Not a federal park, but a state park. Because he knew this is a cherished, really cherished site, because there's no other like this one. So a goblin, it's a little guy, like the people in the book The Hobbit, and there's two kinds. There's bad goblins and good goblins. One time this entire area was a community of goblins. And of course, it's all communities, they grow. Whoops, I'm going to start walking down. They grow, and the villages separate a little bit. So you ended up with good goblins, a lot of good goblins, and a few bad goblins. Well, the good goblins banished the bad ones to a distant area of this park. Well, then they noticed that things were being stolen, more wicked things, and they even thought they were stealing children. So they got together and drove all the bad goblins out. Now, if you look across there, you see those white mountains. That's San Rafael. And on this side is still in the park, but it's separated by mountains. So all the bad goblins were sent there. Now the bad part of there is they don't get any morning sunshine. But the good goblins, they all stayed here and prospered. And when they died, each one was memorialized by one of these, let's call it a monument. And so this is essentially, let's just say, graveyard for all the good goblins. Now the bad goblins that are on the other side, you don't see them like this. This does not exist on the other side. And the reason for that is the bad goblins, when they died, they were buried and forgotten, unlike all of these wonderful goblins that we cherish here now. Okay, I'm going to walk around and select a few goblins here. Now, it's important that you, as an adult, you go back, I don't know, say you're 100 years old, go back 100 years so you can imagine what these are like. Now what this looks like could have been the king of goblins for a while, because he has a head crown. So remember to use your imagination as you walk around, and I'll turn this new GoPro on and off as we find the good ones. So for now, take a break. Now here we have many goblins with their hats on. And down at the end, see far away there? That's Mickey Mouse. And this is a dining table here where you can meet and have sunset cocktails. And there's quite a few of these tables here in this part of the valley. Well, we're getting closer to Mickey now. Well, let's scan over here a little bit. See that guy up in the ledge looking out? Huh, who could that be? Look at that one with the separation between the two. Okay, let's turn this off again and back on when we find some more interesting guys. Okay, we're at the far eastern end, and so if you look here, the tall walls, it's almost like a fortress here. And this is where the bad goblins were sent to be away from the main village before they were totally banished. Because this, see, if you can look here, they can't really escape without being detected. Now, what's interesting here, how you can find this secret place, so if you look straight ahead at the horizon, you will see a rhinoceros. Okay, let's continue down here a little bit. Now, to the left is a very high hoodoo, I guess we'll call it. It's almost as, this is actually right up there at the top. Good goblins put a police force guy standing up there, seeing if any of the evil goblins were doing any mischief or just leaving it at midnight. Okay, we'll be exiting the bad goblin home here and going under the rhinoceros and around. Well, let's just do that. I'll speed up. Okay, coming around the corner here, and I'm sure you'll see what looks like one of your relatives. Probably right now, sitting home. Here's a better view of the rhinoceros. And round to the left is a guard post to keep the evil goblins here. And as we come around the corner here, interesting feature there. But let's see if we can find your relative. Okay, around the corner. Ah. Does that look familiar? See the nose? His protruding chin? That's the guy. Or could it be this one? Ah, that's... Boy, that sure looks like an alligator, doesn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Here's that nasty old uncle. Look at the nose on him. Okay. That's him all right. Okay, I'm going to turn this off a little bit and wander around. A little ways left of your relative, we have a flock of birds here. Look at the beak on this guy, and there's more coming up. There's another one. Oh, let's get this guy here. Look at him up there. Now, who could this be? Huh. Strange guy. Okay. Let's look at another bird here. Alrighty, I'm going to walk over there and I'll turn this off for a while. See this shark way up here? Ferocious guy swimming around looking for something to eat. There's more mushrooms there. Aha, see that bird there? One-eyed bird. And that round ball is about ready to fall. Okay, we'll come up this little ledge and see what other critters we can find. Ah, more mushrooms. So we'll turn to the right, leaving behind the bird. Whoops. Well, he looks harmless. We'll walk under him. Oh, if you're tired by now, there's a good couch for you to lay down and rest. Okay, here we are looking over the valley again. So I'm going to turn this off for a while. Okay, this goblin, according to Hobbit literature, he was known as Nosy. And true to his name, he loved to gossip. So they sort of put his monument to the far, far north, so he couldn't see all the people and talk about him. So be careful. Now we're in a desert here. I mean, there's no water, so the last thing you'd expect to see is a turtle. And there it is. So you can't deny maybe the goblins brought one in from Florida as a pet. But see, there's another turtle. And way over there, well, that could be a turtle. There's no doubt about these two. They came from Florida. Okay, we'll continue our search for goblins. Well, look at a goblin all by himself here, his monument. Maybe he wasn't liked by people. They isolated him here. But here I can see a monster. Look at him. Big nose and nostrils, eyes. Look at the teeth. I wonder if I should walk up to him. I think I'll walk around him. He might bite me. Okay. Wow, look at him. Ferocious. So I'm going to go around him. Ah, safe here. Look at this guy staring at me. Wow. He could be very mean. Let's get away from him as well. Up to the top here, where you can see a maze of goblins. Let's go a little higher here. And there's the visitor center overview. Not the visitor center. Parking lot overview. Shaded. There's a toilet there. And now scan one last time the goblins. That's all. Oops.